He's an acrobat.
Let's go, Jam.
Stop clowning, man.
Let's go, Jam.
Ain't nothing to be funny
It's so big, it's like a foot in your mouth.
Being that he was a smaller guy, I watched T.O. load up and hit him big, hit him with the biggest shots that he could throw, and the guy just walked right through it. He just, boop, keep it moving, walk right through it. So I can't say it's that. I don't know what to make for it. I think he can punch, but I think, like, he overrates his own power.
Stuff right there.
Huh?
What was he telling you in the face-off at the
Hey, he gonna beat my ass. And, he would do it right now, but you know, he ain't trying to mess up his bag. That's all.
Tio, in that face-off, besides the words that were exchanged between you and Shakur, what did you see in his eyes, man, when you looked at him?
Evil. That's it. Just evil. Plain evil.
You see any weakness or anything that you might have just gotten under his skin where you sense any sort of fear?
Oh yeah, it'll show. I just gotta rip it out. Just gotta take it out.
Shakur Stevenson erupts on live and warns Teofimo that he will end up in the hospital after the fight. Teofimo declares he is the true champion, not Shakur, promising leadership and vowing to fight fiercely like a lion. Shakur says he poured blood, sweat, and tears into this fight, proving dedication, sacrifice, and relentless hunger for victory. Shakur's father speaks out condemning Teofimo's disrespectful comments, denying jealousy claims and defending his son's pride and character. Shakur grows heated during the live session, raising his voice, challenging critics, and showing intense emotion before the showdown. Teofimo calls Shakur evil, claiming hidden fear and weakness, insisting those flaws will be exposed clearly on fight night.
You know, I spoke to Eddie Hearn earlier, and he asked me a question of how do you beat Shakur Stevenson? Because I asked him, how does Teofimo win this fight? And he said, well, how do you think? I need to ask you, how do you think you beat Shakur Stevenson on Saturday night?
Just gotta be a lion in there. Just gotta be a lion, and a lion doesn't attack right away. Lion pounces, and just gotta take my time.
Do you believe that you really have to step on Shakur Stevenson in order to stop him doing the things that he does well?
I think this is the thing. Like, I don't need to do anything but be myself and fight the way I fight.
Jeff Mayweather believes the matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is one of the most evenly balanced fights that can be made right now. In his view, this is not a contest with a clear favorite because both fighters bring elite skills and sharp ring intelligence. He calls it a true 50-50 fight where either man can win depending on adjustments, focus, and discipline on the night. Stevenson's defense, timing, and control of distance make him extremely difficult to hit clean. Lopez, on the other hand, carries explosive power, fast counters, and the kind of athleticism that can change a fight in a single moment.
He's getting the best version of me. With Lomo, I think that it's also another thing. I'm not small as Lomachenko was. Like, he may be the bigger fighter, but he's not just way bigger than me. I think with the Lomachenko fight, he was a lot bigger than Lomachenko, and he instilled, and his dad instilled fear inside of Lomachenko by constantly calling his name, and I seen it within the way that Lomachenko fought, and I think that I don't have that. Like, I'm the type of guy that I take risks. I'm not scared of these moments. I'm not scared of this fight. I'm not scared of none of this. I prepare myself to my whole capacity, and I know that come fight night, what I did in my preparation.
That contrast in styles is exactly why Mayweather expects an exciting contest for the fans. Regarding the move to 140 pounds, Mayweather does not expect Stevenson's speed or power to suffer. He explains that Stevenson is still young and naturally growing, so cutting less weight could actually help his stamina and sharpness. Fighting closer to his natural size may even improve his durability and overall performance. If he were in Lopez's corner, Mayweather would demand smart pressure early, controlled aggression, and steady body work.
Father was talking to my son about, yo, man, my son is this here. Oh, he's better than that Shakur, man. They give all this here Shakur guy. Now, he didn't know he was talking to my son. So I walked up at the time, my son said, Dad. He went, ho, 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 ho. So my dad went to tell him what he said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He said, well, let me tell you something, man. I give credit, you know, I've been to his house. You know, I have a great deal of respect for his mom, you know what I'm saying? You know, but in this here fighting world, when it comes to Shakur and myself, we done beat some of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we're not worried about what he's going to do, what he say. Like you say, he's very athletic. I think he's more acrobatic than athletic. You know what I'm saying? We see the acrobatic.
You see me in bed.
In the ring, you know what I'm saying? So that's not a great deal of athleticism to me. So I'm going to stand on that.
He stresses patience and discipline, warning Lopez not to rush or chase recklessly. Instead, Lopez must cut off the ring and force Stevenson into uncomfortable exchanges. Paulie Molin-Agee and Chris Algier describe Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez as the kind of matchup that can create a household name.
To be honest, either guy could win. I think this is one of the fights where I do believe that it's 50-50. And I think that it's hard to really say about what one's going to do and what the other's going to do, but I think that it's going to be a great fight for the fans.
What do you think moving to 140 pounds really does to Stevenson's speed and power, if anything?
I don't think it's going to make that big. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I think that he's a young man. He's still growing. Still growing now. He probably just don't have to cut as much weight as he used to make the weight class that.
Paulie recalls sitting with family, watching fights together, and instantly recognizing certain stars. He wonders if the winner of this contest could become that familiar face for an entire generation. Algieri answers yes and no. Yes, because the magnitude feels right.
Really knocked out. I think it's just going to be a good fight, a great tactical fight. Like I said, I think that Shakur probably has the better defense, and Teofimo is probably a little bit bigger than him. I mean, he's been at the other weight. He's been at the weight longer, so.
Which fighter do you think has the higher ring IQ right now?
I think they both have pretty high ring IQ. They both been in the ring and been fighting since they were kids. So I think that, if you're looking at a fighter that has won most of it.
Both fighters are young, in their primes, and willing to risk everything. Teofimo Lopez defends his championship while Shakur Stevenson protects his undefeated record and reputation.
Is that fair or not? Stevenson.
Yes and no. Please. Yes, in terms of the magnitude of the matchup, it should be that, right? You got two guys that are in their primes, who are still young, who are putting it all on the line. You've got Teofimo putting up his championship. You got Shakur putting up his undefeated record. You got guys that, like, as the champ mentioned, universally recognized as being badass fighters. These guys are excellent, top-notch, top-tier guys. And fighting each other, you look at this like almost like a De La Hoya Trinidad in terms of their skill sets, right? That's how but their profiles aren't as big. Oscar obviously was the gold medalist, and Trinidad was Puerto Rican destroyer, right? He was the Terminator. These guys probably do deserve that, but this generation.
They praise the skill level on both sides, calling them elite, top tier, and universally respected inside boxing circles.
Matchup, it's an awesome fight. And this is a fighter's fight. On Saturday night, you know how many fighters are going to be in the room? Boxers are excited for this fight. Fighters are excited for this fight. Promoters, managers, people are in the sport. Hardcores are 100% going to be there. They're going to turn up for it. And in terms of casuals, I think their names are big enough that people have heard it, and you're going to get that. I've had so many people stop me, like I'm out walking my dog, and like, hey, what do you think about the big fight? I'm like, which one? We got a lot of big fights. And please don't talk to me about UFC, because that's usually what I get. And they're like, Teo and Shakur. I'm like, oh man, well yeah. Then we start talking. So it is out there. It's not quite as big as some of the crossover fights we've had in the past. I remember the Mayweather and McGregor. I couldn't take a flight. Right, and overhear
I couldn't
people
walk
talking.
anywhere on the MMA side without hearing about it.
Wasn't even not even like they were asking me. I was just overhearing people talk about it. That was weird.
Algier compares the clash to classic showdowns like Oscar de la Hoya versus Felix Trinidad, where talent meets ambition at the highest level. Still, their public profiles are not as massive.